Freedom must never be defaulted. It must forever be exalted. Whether it's continuing the fight for civil rights, justice, equality, or economic empowerment, the Detroit branch NAACP will be a constant, relenting force in our community.
Well, the NAACP is very important to me and for this city as well, because it is the moral conscience and the moral voice of this community. It is the NAACP that will lift up issues that others will try and bury. And so part of my being comfortable every day in this city is that I know that the moral voice of the NAACP is going to be heard when it needs to be heard.
Well, I think it's a turning point in our city. I mean, it's this very critical moment where race and class matter more than it's ever mattered in the history of our city. And I think that the Detroit NAACP is at the forefront of forcing us to have those hard conversations that will determine how everybody in the city is going to be included and whether or not they're going to participate in the prosperity to come.
How will we continue to survive in a challenging economic environment? It's the people who understand the importance of the Detroit branch NAACP. Where would we be without the support of those who really care?
Discrimination never dies. It takes on a new form, a different face. We have to continue to fight for the right of all people.
So my affiliation really has made me believe and feel that I am really making a contribution to what is happening in this city. I am part of the solution and not part of the problem.
I think that the NAACP is helping us think through the tough issues around equity that we need to as we really re-envision our city and we start thinking about what a city will look like after it comes through bankruptcy and how we create a better city that's going to be good for everybody and especially for the people who've held the city together, African Americans.
The historical roots of the NAACP run deep. The Detroit branch has remained the largest branch of the NAACP since its inception in 1912. For the past 20 years, leading the fight, President Wendell Anthony.
Following the founding of the National NAACP in 1909, W.B. Du Bois, Mary Church Terrell, Ida B. Wells Barnett, the Spingarn brothers, lynching was a prevalent situation in America, discrimination against black folks in particular all around the country from the south to the north. Obviously Detroit being a part of the burgeoning class of black folk migrating from the south, it was right for an NAACP. The fact for jobs, the need for education, blacks coming here were living on one side of Woodward Avenue, the old black bottom areas, and so we found ourselves engaged in that struggle.
The Detroit NAACP Youth Council has been a forefront of youth leadership and now is the home of the largest youth unit in the Midwest. Your commitment means so much to the future of an organization that will continue to change the lives of our young people.
NAACP, they taught me how to speak. They taught me how to be a leader. They taught me how to be an advocate. They taught me, these are not the things that you thought may have mattered so much as a young person. Well, these are the things that really matter, that affect your life, affect your system, affect your livelihood. And so if it had not been for the NAACP, I'm not sure where I would be right now.
Also in 1909, the NAACP commenced what has become its legacy of fighting legal battles to win social justice for African Americans. Your financial support will continue this legacy in providing legal assistance to those in need.
The NAACP is right there on top of those issues and is willing to file appropriate lawsuits to be able to correct things that are happening in our societies.
We ask you to join the circle of a distinguished society of givers that continue to support the mission.
It's very important for people to support the NAACP because were it not for the NAACP, you would not be interviewing me right now. Folk who are sitting at this meeting, this gathering, who are CEOs in certain areas, African American women would not be in the positions that they're in now. Barack Obama would not be the president right now. And so if there's ever a case for the NAACP, look at the city of Detroit right now. We need to still fight for access to economic development. We still need to push forward to re-democratize our community following the initiation of an emergency manager. 50% of the African Americans churches in the state of Michigan live under one-person rule. That's a call for the NAACP.
As a President's Circle founding member, you'll receive your personalized Freedom Walk brick at the entrance of the Detroit branch NAACP, along with special recognition on the giving tree of the President's Circle Wall of Justice. We appreciate your support as we continue our walk to freedom, our walk to justice, our walk to equality, our walk to empowerment, and of course, our walk by faith, the Detroit branch NAACP.